Good evening, Speed Gaming. How's it going, everyone? We are here with another week 3 race for the Super Metroid Randomizer League. I'm Incompetent Perfectionist. I'm your commentator tonight. Joining me is Shala Shaska on tracking. Thank you so much. And we've got, hopefully, we're going to have an amazing race tonight. We have Beef Robber from I Only Know How to Superjump. Beefy's a longtime player, an amazing player. And then we have Odd Trio with Salty Pigeon representing the Odd Trio. And I believe Salty's a little newer to the randomizer community here, but hopefully we're going to see a great job for both. And we're off. So here we go. I wonder what the first item's going to be. Ridley? Yeah. Ridley E-Tank will be the first major they pick up, I'm guessing. Yeah, no, we're going down to Morph Ball like always. There's going to be something there. Maybe Morph Ball, but maybe something spicier. We'll see. All right. Beefy making it to the elevator first. Gonna see what we got here on the pedestal. And there we go. It's an E-Tank, not the Morph Ball. So we know the Morph's going to be over here in the ceiling, because that's really literally all you can do at this point is pretty much these two major checks without a Morph. All right, Beefy here first. And there she is, the Morph Ball. Yeah, and so we got some amazing folks working on everything. We're gonna hopefully we'll get this audio going soon and get that video on Salty's side a little wide Salty. Yeah, we'll see what we'll get there eventually. Just bear with us. We're all doing this for fun. And oh, nice super missiles at the first missiles there. Oh, see, look, all I had to do was say it. All I had to do is praise the volunteers because they're all awesome, and then immediately the screen got fixed. That's what that's the kind of karma you like to see. Right, so back up we go. Supers, E-Tank, Morph Ball down here, and that's about it. Can't check much else without any kind of explosives. So we go back up. We're going to check probably Bomb Chorizo and all the hits that we can get to. Trying to find some way to get out of here. If they don't get explosives from BT, then they will have to go right and see what kind of transitions we've got over on the right side. So while we got a second here doing the standard Super Metroid beginning, I'll just say week 3 is major minor item split, which means all the major items, which are the power-ups and the E-Tanks, are going to be shuffled amongst themselves, and then all the minors, which is ammo, and power bombs, super missiles, all that, they're going to be shuffled. And so it helps the runners not have to check every single location just to know which ones are the majors. But oh, bomb, see, there we go. That's an explosive. Personally, I'd rather see power bombs there than bombs, especially because now with the bombs, they're both going to have to fight this creepy bird statue that comes to life here. But that's Metroid for you. At least with those supers, it takes quick work. It's quick work with supers. Just got to blast them twice. Or 3 times if you're too quick on the trigger finger, but 2 hits kills them. It's probably like a super and a missile could probably do it too. I'm not sure what the exact damage output is there, but Beefy making it up Alcatraz, gonna go over to the ship. Okay, 2 supers exactly. Thank you, Shala. There we go. See, that's why we have the really smart people tracking, and then the rest of us on comms. But anyway, Right? Salty heading out, same. Oh, Salty's gonna go left. Oh no. Gonna go right. Yeah. Get that save. And maybe see a gauntlet check too. With those bombs, you can do it. It's and a tank. It's not fun. Definitely not fun. Just beware the troll spike. Thank you, DJ Webb. 2 missiles and 1 super is optimal. That's good to know. All right. Beefy making his way through Gauntlet here. Salty deciding just gonna go right and check out some transitions. I'm a big fan of the Dread sprite too. I like it. I'm a Dread fan as well in general, so it's cool to see the crossover, even though it's the same series. Another E-Tank for Beefy, but there could be some precious power bombs. Meanwhile, Salty, gonna take the one-way trip without power bombs down the tube. I didn't notice, did Salty save at the ship? I hope so, just in case, because... and there's Torian. There's a lot of transitions in Red Tower, though, so hoping he'll be all right. Get those bugs, get that refill. You need some energy there. Yeah, there you go. Meanwhile, Beefy making it through Gauntlet like a pro. With only bombs. That is a good Gauntlet. Oh, double supers. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when you don't have power bombs, that's possibly the worst double super context I can imagine. But we'll take them anyway, because 15 supers this early is a great place to start ammo-wise. And Salty with his super. Oh, Ice Beam at Terminator. Nice. And just a reserve at Spazer. Womp womp. Oh well. It's good to have one sometimes. You never know. You might need it to do some Norfair shenanigans if they don't give any more E-Tanks, or don't give very many more. Although no one wants to do a 1 E-Tank 3 reserve Bubble Mountain run, that's for sure. Ooh, Beefy finding Green Bryn. That's where you want to be early, I think, if you can. More supers. And the good thing is with these bombs, like when you don't have power bombs, if you don't have bombs, it locks you out of, I think, 4 of the 5 majors. Without power bombs, it still locks you out of 2 of them. You can't do Wavegate, or 3 of them. Can't do Wavegate, can't do Waterway, can't do Edicoons. But you can do early supers, and with regular bombs, yeah, you can open charge. So yeah, as DJ Webb mentions, bombs opens up just 1, just charge. But still, 2 is better than 1, right? Especially when there's 5. Now Salty taking another one-way trip. I like the strategy on his side. Running against someone as talented as Beefy, you got to take some risky plays. Try to get ahead here, and locking himself out to these 2 transitions could be really brilliant if it works out. Could be a mistake, time loss. But meanwhile, Beefy finding Plasma at charge. Hope charge isn't at Plasma. And more supers. So up we go. Beefy's gonna see what's here at the item. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Nice. Power bombs. So now Beefy can go back down to Wavegate or go across rather to wave gate. And we'll be able to do both Edecoons and early supers on the left side of Green Bryn, which is definitely what you want if you're going to go out of there. Gotta get this gate glitch, though. Plenty of supers to do it, though. Not a problem. Like it's nothing. And Beefy's through. Meanwhile, Salty's checking these transitions over here. And just reserve it. Wave gate. Oh, well. Still, Beefy doesn't have one yet, so it's going to take that one. Oh, Salty found Upper Norfair. All right. Get a couple items down here at least. Maybe some power bombs. That would be nice. All right, what's a high jump here? Missiles, all right. No more missiles. And what is it? E-Tank. All right, you know, still. Yeah, this might be really bad for Salty. Ooh, space jump for Beefy at Edecoons. That is a pretty big movement advantage this early, 11 minutes in, to just be able to space jump everywhere. I'm sure Beefy will make good use of that. Spooce jump, that's right. Oh, sorry, my bad. Spooce jump. And then the only thing that would be better than that at this point would be the Spood Beaster, from what I recall. Salty taking a save here, and even though, you know, it's like, oh, he could be on a soft lock, we got these rolling saves with full area here. Oh, I never finished explaining the week. I got distracted by something that these awesome runners were doing. So yeah, we have major, minor, and item shuffle. We also have full area rando, so big chunks of the map are gonna be all mixed up. So Green Bryn, Red Bryn, Lower Norfair, Upper Norfair, the doors are all gonna go anywhere, and they have to figure out how the map sort of relates to each other. And then lastly, boss shuffle. The bosses can be in each other's rooms, or sometimes they stay in their own room, depending on how they're feeling, I guess. But Salty getting through ice like it's nothing. Oh, look at that. That's a good find. Gravity suit on Salty's side. Well, looks like I'm rich with my internet points. So, hooray for me and all the Gravity voters. Congratulations. But that is nice. Oh, yeah, you definitely want to get out of there, Salty. You definitely want to keep that. All right, now Beefy's going to check the Green Bryn transition up here at the top. All right, I don't remember on Salty's side if he passed through any Meridia or any water places. So yeah, that gravity is great news if so. He saw East Meridia. All right, well, no way through Batoon yet. Literally, because no power bombs at all, so can't even Crystal Flash. This is going to be tragic, though, if there are no power bombs to be found. I can't remember if this week, if the suits reduce the heat damage, if that gravity will help him in that regard. But if it does, he might want to try a crazy, I don't know. I don't even know if it would even be possible to go through Cathedral with so low health, even with reduced damage. Looking for a power bomb pack, but yeah, we'll see. Back in Red Tower. Kind of stuck here. Yeah, that door is not going to open for you, buddy. Sorry to say. Meanwhile, Beefy's back in Crateria. Gonna check the right side transitions, I guess, and get to where Salty's already been. Salty Beefy's coming up on you. You better run. All right, nice. A West Meridia. That's good. With that gravity suit, can even gravity jump a couple places too, maybe. Yeah, I would be checking. Good point, DJ Webb. Like I would be checking the crab supers and the watering hole and the ones up there too, because like you say, there's some minors here, and when you don't have one of the three major ammos, minor checks can be as important or even more important than major checks, just to give you the right access to get the majors you need later. So Salty taking that gravity jump like a champ. Gonna see what's up here at the watering hole. And now Beefy's at the tube where Salty was. A little less scary for him because he's got the power bombs to go back. Yep, Torian is right there. Nice down shots on those guys with the ice. Yeah, Salty's got to watch his health here. Those little flies do like 4 million damage or something insane. They hurt way more than they should, in my opinion, based on what they are. But everything in Meridia is kind of like that. It's like, oh, I walked into a crab, lose an E-tank, versus having fire blasted into your face by a dragon. And it's like, oh, 20 or whatever. Salty gonna take a sec here to make this return trip a bit more comfortable. Health-wise. Oh, there it is. Nice. Good find for Salty. Now, Salty's got the map open to him a lot more than Beefy does until Beefy finds that gravity. Graria, the Vavity suit. All right, Beefy heading up the tower. Space jump is like, yeah, Red Tower what? I'm guessing, yeah, X-ray with space jump. That's kind of a no-brainer. Also, nice little PB refill station on the way out. Nice. Still going to use the waivers to reduce spike damage. That's smart. 3 tanks. It's good. It's not all the tanks in the world or anything. Oh, cool. Lay the bomb, grab the tank, make it back to the bomb in time. Oh, almost. Well, that is good news for Salty, because Salty, other than bombs, doesn't really have much great tech for X-ray, and we know it's really doesn't really matter. So Salty picking up his ice, that was inevitable. It's like the one item you can almost, it's like harder to not get. Maybe that and the missiles and wave and high jump and like 3 other places, but all right, where do they go next? The map is open. Where is our progression going to be? Salty's got ice now. I would be thinking about going back to that East Meridia portal, to be honest. Because even though 2 tanks isn't a ton, and it could be Ridley, it's much more likely it's going to be someone you can kill than not on Salty's side with that gravity already. Now Salty's in Green Britain, going to pick up all the supers and some of the power-ups that Beefy already got, like the plasma. And if Salty goes all the way left to Edacoons, he'll get that space jump too, which will help him tremendously to sort of stay ahead here. Although I don't know if I would say anyone's really ahead. The suit's pretty big, but I think it's just a matter of time before Beefy finds it. Not very much time either. Because he's definitely going to do an ice check. Gives Salty a little boost, a little head start here. That reserve tank doesn't help much, but with the low E that he's got, I would probably grab it too. Oh, look at that. You know that Beefy's got to be happy to see that. Aren't we all? I can't think of anyone who's like, oh, stupid gravity. Unless you've maybe already done Suitless Meridia, then you might be like, stupid gravity. Oh, look at that. 10 power bombs for Salty. One more and we'll be in Crystal Flash territory, which will greatly improve his ability to go through heated rooms. With 2 reserves, 2 tanks, and a Crystal Flash, that's theoretically 8 tanks worth of energy the worst way, but, well, maybe not the worst way, but one of the worst ways. So, yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Right, yeah, that's what I meant by, well, maybe not the worst way. It could be 0 heat for reserves. That's definitely the worst. Yeah. Choosing the right time to farm is it's a skill in and of itself, or like a subset skill of organization of thought. I've been on the wrong end of that so many times where I've wasted time farming and then it was like, oh, there's an item here. That's very likely an E-tank, so I probably should have waited. But, you know, in the moment, it can be tough to remember everything. There's so many things that both runners have to keep in mind the whole time. It's like trying to hold 30 things in your hand at once, sort of. Can be at times. But yeah, so like we see Beefy's like, yep, we're gonna go through here and get some Bubble Mountain checks. Space Jump making it look like it's nothing. Yeah, Space Jump's really nice in this room, especially. All right, what do we got here? We got 3 big majors here. We got Norfair Reserve, Speed, and Wave. Oh, is that true? I didn't know that. Our tracker, Shala, is telling us that Space Jump actually lowers the logical energy requirements for the Hell Run there. So that's really interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, Beefy using up the reserves there. Yeah, I wasn't the only one. That E-tank, sure, we'll take it. because he'll just help Beefy get out of here and not have to farm as much or reset. Oh, what is Salty doing here? Well, nice. Oh, yeah, we've got space jump. You ought to be able to get up there. Okay, good. I was hoping he wasn't stuck down there thinking, how do I get up here? Because you can gravity jump up there and just morph at the height of your jump up, which is the simplest way. But with space jump, yeah, you just wall jump up there. Ooh, Salty finding Kraid. We got our first boss check maybe here. Meanwhile, Beefy's at speed, farming up a bit to make this run. Got a major and a minor here. With so few power bombs, I would definitely probably be checking the minor too. Plain old missiles. And what's at speed? Oh, more trash tanks. Wow, is that 3? I think we've seen 3 of the 4. Yeah, I think Salty had bombs, but he didn't have space last time he was in West Meridia. But, oh, the first time maybe, but yeah. Dragon, all right, we'll take a Dragon. Salty gonna do the speedless speed boost strat here, maybe? Nah. Gonna ammo it. Beefy's all beefed up, ready to go check the other Upper Norfair checks here. Or the last one, rather. Because, yeah, he already did reserve. I look away for a second and Salty's Dragon's already orange. That's good. Alright, what do we got at Wave? That space jump makes this check so much more fun too. Just like, no thank you, Kago platforms. You have a nice day. I'm gonna go this way. And Dre is down for Salty. Oh, look what we have here. We've got a Various suit at Wave. That is a great find for Beefy. So now, even though... Oh, and Wave Beam. So now Salty just needs to find that charge, and he is all hooked up on the beam front. That Varia is a very nice find for Beefy, for sure. So now the map is completely open, especially with Space Jump, Ice, both suits. I mean, other than ammo, that's pretty much go mode. I mean, it's exploration go mode at any rate. There's nowhere Beefy can't go now. So it's just going to be about looking at the way the map's laid out and, you know, try and get to where you need to get to the most efficiently. And that's where boss shuffle sort of comes into play here, is you don't really know exactly which areas are best to go to in what order, because yeah, you might find, you know, but with this ammo and this health, Beefy can kill them all, so it really doesn't matter, I don't think. Yeah, you can get through the Botwoon room with Ice or Speed, or Crystal Flash Clip if you so desire. But neither runner has enough power bombs to do a Crystal Flash Clip at this point. Now Salty's going to Mama T. Yeah, Beefy's ammo is pretty high already for just, you know, it's pretty close. I wouldn't sneeze at that suggestion that Nevdi made in the chat that maybe just forego all, you know, all but the easiest majors, rather just sort of go minoring, you know, item minor, a minor. Yeah, Varia was that wave. Oh, there's Ridley. Ridley at the ship, squatting in Fantoon's room. Let's watch this fight. It's going pretty well so far. Get that dragon out of here. No one's found Spood Beaster. Just Spasjump in the suits. Only both suits for Beefy and just Gravity for Salty so far, but we'll see if he does a wave check next time he's in that part of the neighborhood. Spoosjamp, that's pretty good. Kind of sounds like Space Jam though. Spoosjamp. You gotta love that, the Moonfall when you don't get the spin, but it still works, like Salty just did. Feels like a bonus. You're like, oh, I missed it. Oh, but I didn't. Nice clip through there. So Beefy gonna check the portal, I'm guessing, because there's nothing else this way. Meanwhile, Salty trudging on through the red tower again, our way station between the sections of the map. Gonna see where he heads next. Back up. The way he came down in a very risky manner that paid off for him very well at the very beginning of the race. And our tracker saying, Shala saying, I think that this has to be Croc or back of Norfair. So any of these rich channel prediction points people want to do a friendly wager. Let's see, what's it going to be? Croc or back of Norfair? Lower Norfair, rather, yeah. Oh, meme route. We hadn't seen meme route. Wait, what? Get those power bombs. Are you kidding me? Yeah, thank you. Got 5 power bombs, and then you just leave power bombs sitting there. That's a power move, but I mean, you know, still the smarter move to pick them up, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Salty gonna get a sand pit check. Maybe it'll be something nice like boots or speed or even screw attack before lower Norfair would be all right. We know it's not going to be what he hopes it is, which is that various suit that he hasn't got yet. Spring ball. Yeah, probably going to take the reset, it looks like. Yeah. Spring ball's nice, but I'm not sure it's worth the time in this situation here. I love watching like the climb Beefy's doing now. Just watching people who can do this climb really well, like just like clockwork. Just like spin, 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 shoot up, spin, 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 shoot up, spin, 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 shoot up. Pretty cool. 230. Looking for power bombs or supers, I'm guessing. Or supers more than power bombs at this point. So many E-tanks don't even need a crystal flash and already got ice, so don't need them for the Metroids. Nice ice clip on Salty's side. Even took the time to put that Metroid out of its misery. And here we go. Botwoon. The snake with the 2-pixel wide hitbox. Be careful, Salty, with these supers. You don't got that many. Alright, yeah, there we go. Beefy gonna check the wreck ship portal here from Criteria. And there's the East Meridia. That is a welcome E-tank on Salty's side, I'm guessing, because 4 tanks is fine, but 5 tanks would be a little bit more comfy. Especially without that Vari yet. I'll let him get to that wave check if he ever gets back there a little easier. There's no such thing as randomization. It's all in our heads. We dreamed all of this. There's just the one Super Metroid game, and that is all. Salty taking the fun farm right before the boss here, because this very well could be Ridley. So don't want to go in with no supers. Look at this. More E-tanks. I will never forgive myself, chat. That's not what I do. I will never forget that day. Alright, so Beefy taking that's a fun way to farm, just totally hidden. Get your head under the sand there. Now there's more supers at Precious there. That's a good grab right before the boss, especially if it's Ridley. That's gonna look real smart. But, you know, I'm gonna use them for Ridley later anyway. That was actually, without charge, that was really dicey for Salty, wasn't it? Like, 4 supers short. So how many missiles is that with double damage? 30, yeah, it's still doable, but not super fun. A little less than 30, I guess you need. And Beefy going into the same fight here. We got double Fantoon, little Fantoon high five. Ghost Elephant ship jerk high five room. Four super shorts is 36. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, he had it, but it was super tight. And Ridley has a way of not wanting to let you get all those missiles in or supers in. You really need to sometimes, so that would have been tight. Yeah, I guess, yeah, he had the PBs too. He could have done that. I don't know if Salty knows like Ridley X Factor strats either, because you could always just turn off. Oh, no charge, duh. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh right, yeah, would be losing health. Yeah, no, I don't think you could really do that on. Oh yeah, you could, I guess, but not super fun. Yeah, this is I will say that Salty sort of bleeding whatever lead he might have built up at the beginning by not getting the Varia. At least he's still making progress and doing things that need to be done anyway, so it's not wasted time. But Beefy is the faster player probably, and having the faster player having both suits while the other player still needs to find one is not a great position to be in. But we if anyone knows how to fly, I imagine it's a Salty pigeon. So we'll see what he can do. That space jump really earning its pay here. Nice. And Salty's gonna take the back door. I don't remember where the back of Meridia led to though, if we've seen it even. Green Brent, okay. That could be good if that ends up pushing Salty back towards Upper Norfair, if it does. But that remains to be seen. Spooce Jump rules. Everyone's spoosing their jumps today. Most of the jumps in this game have been spoosed. See, yeah, now that's the danger of not having the suit. It's not just about access. Now Salty thinks he needs to check plasma. He needs to check maybe Shack Tool even. And just knowing that you don't have to do those things is huge in terms of helping your lead. Screw attack, alright, well. I don't know. So yeah, plasma kills him straight up, even without charge, okay. I wasn't sure. For some reason I thought you had to have charge and plasma, but no, it's just plasma. Alright, Salty, where are you going next? Beefy's trying to find another boss. 2 down, Ridley and Fantoon. Gonna be looking for Kraid and Dragon. That's probably what I was thinking of. Like, yeah, you can do things with charge. That's why I was thinking it had to be charge and plasma, but no, yeah, it's just, you're right. Tracker's the real MVP, always. Speaking of which, give our tracker a follow, and especially the runners if these commands work. If not, maybe we can, someone who knows them can paste in the runners' Twitch channels, because both, yeah, thanks bot, and both runners doing an amazing job, and our tracker doing an amazinger job even. And Shala, Beefy, Salty, you all rule. All right, and yeah, now, and that's again helping Beefy's lead here. Gonna go ahead and do the longest slog of the game. This Lower Norfair dive, and every check that Salty does while, hey, you've got space jump, you don't have to do this. Every check that Salty does while Beefy's making progress is just gonna put him further and further and further behind. Space and Screw making short work of Gauntlet on Salty's side. Mickey Mouse for some more power bombs. Beefy side saying no thanks. Don't blame him. Hoping for supers there. All right. We're gonna get no, I didn't think so. Wondering if we're gonna get a fire fleas check, maybe on the way out, maybe just in case. Speed or boots or something fun. And Salty picking up those double super packs out of Gauntlet. Which again, it's kind of bittersweet at this point. You know, supers are good, especially with no charge, but not bittersweet for a different reason, I guess. I mean, you know, there's no majors there, but still, I guess that was the best outcome. Never mind, just sweet, not bitter. All right, Salty saying no thanks to West Meridia, as he should. Meanwhile, Beefy gonna put the hurt on these pirates. 3 supers in your face. How do you like that? Boom, 1 on the top of your head even. You got a headache now, Space Pirate? Get out of here. No one invited you to this party. Are they called metal pirates because they're made out of metal, or are they like Slayer? I don't know. They're just like listening to Slayer on their headphones. Kraid camping out at Ridley. I hope Beefy has enough health for this fight. Salty back in Green Bryn again. And that's Kraid down with another E-Tank. All right, 1 boss to go on Beefy's side. 2 for Salty, so not so super far behind. If he could get his hands on that Varia in the next couple minutes, still have a chance of doing something with this crazy map, routing wise. Okay, so someone in chat asking to explain why the map isn't normal. This is full area randomization, so it's not every single room, but big chunks of the map will have certain doors that randomize the connections. So you have a criteria chunk, you have a green Bryn chunk, you have a red Bryn chunk, you have upper Norfair, lower Norfair, and the doors in and out of those locations will go to some other randomized location. Sometimes it's vanilla, but usually it's somewhere totally different. So, you know, you go to the door that would lead to lower Norfair, and instead it takes you to East Meridia. And that's part of the challenge of these seeds, is the runners have to figure out where the map is exactly and how they can get to the places they need to get to with the loadout that they have, and they're not sure where all the connections are going to take them. So that's the deal with the map. It's just big chunks of the map. The connections are randomized, basically. Not like the new map rando, where every single room can be totally different. Still leaves a certain sense of the original game in place with the full area. But now Salty's back down here, gonna probably grab that power bomb pack, I'm guessing, since he still might have to hell run. It's or not, or so. Yeah, since you still have to hell run, a crystal flash is smart, even if just we can all fall in the acid or the lava from time to time. Uncle Euro, I really like the new map rando, honestly. I think it's really fun. It has its own kind of logic to play, but it's really cool. I've enjoyed it, playing a few seeds of that. What I appreciate about it is that you can or at least me, who I mostly play randomizers and any percent, you have to create strats for rooms that I would never be in. For a Mappa player, that's sort of they're already doing that, but like for the rest of us, it can be fun that way. Yeah, Beefy's like, no thanks, Croc. Whoa, look at that door. Glitch door. All right, Salty heading to the ship. That could be fatal for his hopes to win this if he's going to take the time to dig out the whole ship. But we'll see. So, oh, that was Croc at the back of Lower Norfair. So yeah, like Beefy's gonna go all the way back to the front door. Oh, charge for Salty though. That could help even up the differential here if you know, because Beefy still needs to look for a couple super packs. Not that many, couple, but still. Charge at wrecked ship E-Tank. I'm sure Salty's happy to see that, but not as happy as he would have been if that was Varia. Yeah, I mean, he could find a lot of good stuff here, but it's not going to get him, you know, it's not going to get him towards getting these last two bosses down, because Kraid is in the bowels of Lower Norfair, and then Ridley is Ridley, so he's going to be wanting Varia if possible for that fight, but you know, not mandatory, but always definitely preferred. Meanwhile, Beefy making it back to the front of Lower Norfair, and I'm gonna get out of here, never to see it ever again until the next time we all play the game. Boots, yeah, there's some goodies here. And then it would be nice if speed was at gravity, and the last reserve tank was in reserve. Then Salty could get all 4 reserve tanks, and that's an automatic win. If you collect all 4 reserve tanks, it's like a super selective group of individuals, and then you just automatically win the seed. That's all a lie, by the way. Oh, gonna do the Ridley anyway. Let's do it. Trash the moon. This is a good play for Salty, though. At least getting another boss down. Like I said, he's keeping pace with Beefy boss-wise, more or less. And even without that Varia, that's pretty commendable, I must say. Keeping pace with Beefy in any context would be commendable, but he's gonna try and Crystal Flash. I don't know if you can really do that while Ridley's all up in your face like that. That's rough. Yeah, that's why. I mean, at least he saved. It's not super bad, but yeah, every death it's just bleeding more time while Beefy makes his way to find the last boss, which is here. Time's up. Beefy gonna check the major here though. Spazer. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks for the Spazer. Okay. Asger says thinks he's seen it. Yeah, it probably just depends on Ridley's AI and stuff. Oh, did he not re-get the high jump? That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's a big help in this fight, especially suitless. But he's probably thinking he's just got to do it. Get it. Oh, Ridley, he knows. It's like he couldn't have crystal flashed with his reserves anyway. A little too early, buddy. Now do it. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, and it knocks Ridley. Boom. Nice. We get to see it again now. So it is possible. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What? See, when Dragon does that, you get like a blue suit or something. Ridley does it, you just get death. Thanks, Ridley. F. F for Salty on that one. That was some wild nonsense, though. No iframes during a crystal flash. Mr. Riddles McGee over here. Ah, interesting. Okay. It doesn't generate the blue suit since it doesn't interrupt the crystal flash, it just moves you around. That's what Shala's telling us. Thank you for your wealth of knowledge. Seriously, it's awesome to have smart people in the community like you, and also everyone in chat keeping me honest with the real facts. Yeah, now Salty's doing that play, I think. Probably gonna go back up and save, like someone in chat was saying. Yeah, he got a little back, but not as much as he wanted. That's for sure. Meanwhile, Beefy just gotta get to Torian now. Ooh, well, ammo, then Torian. Which is why he's popping into Mama Turtle for a quick check here. Alright, Salty's just like, yeah, we'll come back. I don't blame him, honestly. After 2 deaths in a race, you start to feel like you're just slamming your head against a wall at the worst possible time, so I get it. I did something similar with a Fantoon battle in a race not long ago. Just like after 2 deaths, I was just like, alright, I'll come back when this is easier. Yeah, Beefy heading up to Watering Hole. I think there was some good ammo up here, if I remember when Salty was up here last. Nice clip. One of the Ridley fights of all time. That's absolutely correct. 2 more supers or 6 more missiles for Beefy. Yeah, he's gonna be looking around a bit. Meanwhile, Salty's heading down bowling. Oh, that's why I remember this ammo being good, because Salty needed more power bombs at the time, or some power bombs at all. Yeah, thanks for the E-Tank. Not what Salty is hoping for, though, and sadly, it's dramatic irony that we all know that he is going to be disappointed here. I guess checking the miner here, since he can't even really... I mean, I guess he could wall jump up there just to peep it, but that seems like... If you're gonna peep it, I would have peeped it up top, but still. Yeah, I would guess speed is probably at Croc, or Shack Tool's a good guess too, but I feel like we've seen, or no one did screw attack check either, because Beefy didn't need to do any more major checks, and Salty hasn't been to Lower Norfair yet. So it could be Screw, or Croc, or Shack. We saw Plasma. I think we've seen and since Salty just full cleared the ship, I think we've seen everything else more or less. 90-50, that's probably enough, right? Bare minimum. All right. I heard Tracy and Azure in one of the races talking about the method of, there are two different methods of calculating. I need to get on board with one of those methods because I don't do any calculations. All right there it is, isn't it? No, wait, that was a different race. Torian's down here. 50. I think the way Azure said is like you turn the supers into regular missiles, right? So think of it, instead of 50 supers, it's 150 missiles. So Beefy would have 240, and I think he said 220 was the minimum. So that's enough. With 20 missile leeway. But down to Torian we go. And this is the, sad to say, this is probably the death knell for Salty's hopes. Still 2 bosses to go, no Varia suit. Beefy's already killing Metroids. I'm afraid it's over for you, my friend, but you put up a really, really great showing, especially at the beginning. Some of the choices that Salty made were pretty smart and gave him a really good edge. But that Varia, it's just that Varia, stupid Varia. Yeah, he's yeah, Salty's about to feel real bad in a sec. F, man, F. Ah, well, such is life and such is Rando. Does anyone check wave first when they come to Bubble Mountain, especially if they're suitless? I don't think I've ever seen it. I've just never seen anyone do it. Ooh, wait a sec. Are we gonna get a Stachio skip from Beef Robber? Oh, almost. Right, yeah, if you're coming from the Lower Norfair exit, yeah, of course, but yeah, if you're coming in from the other direction, I can't imagine why anyone would prefer or think to do it that way. Don't see much benefit in it, especially with the farm station here at Speed. It sort of makes sense to get there first. Oh, no high jump, that's why, yeah. Valiant effort anyway. I just being a greedy viewer, and I just wanted to see some cool stuff happen. Tech be danged. Yeah, Beefy gonna refill those missiles for those doors. Probably a smart move. All right, congratulations, Salty, on the Varia, and I hope you're not cursing and throwing your controller at the wall right now. That is, that is no small feat that Beefy opened all those doors and avoided all the Rinkas on 1 health. I thought I was gonna be all clever and do that one time, and then I died. Oh, now I have to do it all over again. Yeah. But I mean, you know, Salty's looking over at that race time room, and it's like, there's no dot done yet, so you know, who knows? Maybe still got a shot. Nice down back from Beefy there to get through the Zeb skip. I've heard that the down back is free, but I can never find a free one anywhere in my playthroughs. I only find ones that cost skill. But I digress. Shooting missiles into Mother Brain's stupid closed eyeball there, and that's the end of that story. So Beefy can miss 22 regular missiles. I think he's going to be all right. All right, and Salty's going to go get his revenge on Riddles McGee down here and blast his face off with that Various suit in hand. This time it's personal. The pigeon versus the pelican. Meanwhile, Beefy taking down Mother Brain like it's nothing. Not gonna meme with a pointless stand-up glitch. Just gonna do the sensible thing and win. Thank you, the baby. Thank you, the baby, for saving me. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. You save a couple seconds doing the stand-up. Yeah, it's pretty big risk if you didn't save. Even then, it's a big risk. Big time loss. If something goes wrong. Ridley grabbing Salty while the baby grabs Beefy. All the Samus is getting grabbed. It's not cool, you guys. Leave her alone. Leave Samus alone. Oh wow, I have to watch that one. Race last week literally won by stand-up glitch. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, you never know how close it's going to be. For all Beefy knows, Salty is already in the escape right now, and vice versa. Not really with the delay, but you know. If it were live. Alright, now Salty's just got to get to the Lower Norfair for the last Kraid boss. He can head his way to Torian. Meanwhile, Beefy blasting the brain into oblivion. Doing some cool space jump hops there. Some little twirly hops. Thank you, Justin Bailey and Anakin. And Beefy's gonna take the slow ride up to the top here. The no speed, slow ride of shame through the room here. And up the Leodoc's room. Didn't fall back down it, which is always good. Moon fallen, which is always gooder. And then back up again. Up to go down to go up. Isn't that sort of how the whole game is, though? A little microcosm of the entire Super Metroid experience there. I was like, where's the Behe spark? Oh, wait, yeah, right. I just said, why not? And up the parlor we go. It always feels super bad to go up here at the end without boots, even though you do it in the beginning without boots. I don't know why. Maybe it's the screen shaking. All right, get your GGs in chat ready for Beef Robber with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG, really well played, Seed. Amazing race. GG to both runners. And like I said before, Salty putting on a great showing. That Varia suit was the big decider in this race. That Beefy found it so much sooner. Really made all the difference. They were pretty close, neck and neck most of the time until then. So really well done on both sides. So it looks like we've got Salty waiting to join. Hopefully Beefy will join us too. But yeah. So Salty Pigeon, welcome. GG.
Hey, IP. GG to Beef Rob, man.
Yeah, he's not in here. I don't know if he's gonna make it, but we'll obviously love to talk to him if he can. But yeah, good game, man. You were doing so well. There was one thing that changed the whole race. Can you guess what it was?
I can tell you two things that didn't help my cause. I don't know which one changed the entire race. My mindset going into it is, well, Beefy is really, really good. So I'm going to have to do something at the beginning to just make divergence immediately.
Yes.
So I'm like, what's the last place he would go because he's good? And I think I did go somewhere else. And I found Gravity Suit pretty early.
That was great. Yeah.
But then once
you
I picked
found
up
it before him, by the way.
Once I picked up a few E-tanks, I should have went back and checked the Norfair stuff, because the die in the Ridley and having to go back for a Varia suit was what really killed me.
The dying, the dying was not great, but that wasn't the deciding thing. The deciding thing was Beefy found that Varia much sooner than you. You found the Varia first, and at the beginning of the race, I thought you actually had a bit of a lead. And you were doing really well, and if not leading, at least on pace with Beefy, which is not a small thing to achieve, right?
Not something I was expecting. So
right, you were doing great, and then Beefy found Varia, and then he was basically in go mode except ammo.
Okay, because
that's where it all changed.
For me, I found Gravity, and when I got Gravity, I'm like, all right, I think I at least have one really good item first. But then when I found Charge very late, I'm like, oh no, if he went this way, he could already have Varia, he could already have Charge, and that put me back. But it was super fun, and I was able to pull off a couple of neat tricks and some tech and some gravity jumps and whatnot. And
it was great, man. You did awesome. And yeah, like I said, that first play that I was like, oh no, this could be really bad if you don't find some power bombs somewhere, because someone in chat said this could be a really extended soft lock, like a 3 to 4 area transition soft lock.
Yeah, as soon as I
found those power bombs,
and as soon as I clip through that tube, I'm like, I really hope I find a power bomb pack.
But that's
this could be bad.
But that was like what you were saying, right? That's the kind of move Beefy was not going to make.
Yeah.
And it did pay off with an early gravity suit before Beefy got his. So it was a sound strategy, and it actually worked for you. And you found your power bomb, so you weren't screwed. Like, the worst possible scenario would have been to go through all that, find gravity, and then not find any power bombs and have to reset, right?
Exactly, because then the race
Yeah.
is definitely over if I didn't find any power bombs to get out of there. I knew it was a big risk, but
Yeah.
that whole team, I only know how to super jump. They got Beefy, they got Glove, and I apologize, but I'm spacing on the third player's name. I think it's Guy Average. Is it Guy Average on their team?
Someone in chat will pipe in with the
Okay,
right answer, I'm sure.
but yeah, they're super good. Um, and I knew I had to just try something, and I'm glad it paid off in the beginning. I wish I could have kept playing well the whole way through, but for being new,
Yeah.
I felt like I gave it a good go.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think you did anything wrong. It was just randomizer, right? Like you
Well,
made
yeah,
some you made an early gamble that paid off big, and then you made some other choices that just didn't pay out. But they weren't like, "Oh no, why are you going there?" kinds of choices, right? Like they were just as viable as the choices Beefy made. It was just the randomizer
and
gods
I
giveth and taketh away sometimes.
exactly, and I was doing okay on my portals at the beginning of the race because I was writing them down. But then by halfway through the race, I couldn't read my own chicken scratch anymore, and I'm like, "Where was that again?"
Yeah.
And
I've been there.
but oh well, that was the least of my worries at that point.
Oh well.
But it was
Yeah,
a ton. It was a ton of fun. So to the super jumpers and to Beef Robber, GG's, thank you so much, and Incompetent and Shalashalska, thank you guys so much for volunteering your time for the race. I really appreciate it.
absolutely. It was a blast. Always fun. And yeah, great match, great race. You should not feel bad at all about your performance. You did amazing. I would be super proud if it was me. So you should really be glad of what you did here tonight.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, and
Yeah.
I'll watch the replay back when it's up on Twitch and see what all of our chat friends had to say.
Yeah. And Beefy, if you were here, I would be talking you up just as much because you blew me away this time. You always blow me away to watch you race and run. If you hear this on, watching it back or whatever, GG, you were amazing as always, and really
Oh
great
man,
race, really great run.
yeah. One more thing to hype up Beefy. I was watching him race Zost last week, and he was down in Meridia without any suits and without high jump, and had almost nothing, and he was still getting stuff done. So I was like, this dude's a pro. This is gonna be really tough. But yeah, thank you again for the race. Thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you for the race.
Tons of fun. Hopefully we can get back on comms together soon.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks to Shalashaska for the tracking, amazing tracking, and keeping us honest, giving us all the knowledge in chat. Really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone else in chat, all the geniuses, and I don't mean that sarcastically, the geniuses and amazing players who sit in and it's like the council of elders in chat that they just sort of like say, nope, here's the truth, and then you learn. And it's great. Thanks to Speed Gaming, the volunteers, people who started the people who organized the tournament. That's it. That's the word I was looking for.
Last thing I can think of is I was just really disappointed I didn't get Spood Beaster. I was looking all over for it, had no idea where it was.
But you did get Spooce Jamp, so you should be good for that.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was a good one. But all right, then I think that's going to do it for us. Good race, good game, good Metroids. Not good Metroids, they're bad. Yeah, so thanks everyone. If I forgot anyone, thank you too. And I guess there's nothing left to say, but we'll see you next mission.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you too.